Hello, it is an honor to be presenting today um, for the International Police Congress. Just want to thank Iman Montajan for inviting me and the whole um, Police Confederation. Today I will be presenting a 1 hour and a half workshop on the Fomroller. So before we start working on it, I just want to introduce um, this accessories that we use in Pilates. So a short introduction of the foam roller. So the foam roller began as a packing material. Um, it was adopted by physical therapists, Feldenkrais practitioner, and Pilates instructor as a tool to work out and to do exercise in search of balance, stability, to challenge their students. So the foam roller is now used as a Pilates mat for the Pilates mat classes, Pilates equipment classes, personal training session, physical therapy session, and by home user around the world. So the benefits of the foam roller. Why do we use the foam roller in a mat class? For first of all, for his dynamic stabilization, for the dynamic stabilization. So we can use work on stabilization of the body dynamically. The roller is it's a moving platform that lets us know when we are stable and when we are not. The feedback helps to train both the muscles and the nervous system to respond to efficiency, to dynamic surface such as moving car, subway train station, subway train, ski, bicycle, etc., etc. So this can be a training for everyday life as well as sports activity. So the second point here, it's balance. The instability quality of the foam roller help us to train our balance to keep you moving safely through life. Okay, because as we know, as we get older, the proprioception and the balance, we lose that. So the foam roller can help us train our balance to get through life easily. Then we can, the third point of the benefits here is the myofascial release and self massage. So myofascial release, it's a form of self massage that we can do. If you don't have time to go to a masseuse or to get a massage, you can do quite safely a session of massage on your own using. So in order to release area where we have chronic pain and soreness, or even after a hard workout, doing your own myofascial release or massage on the foam roller is quite helpful to release the muscles and the tensions. It's quite, the fourth point here, it's quite fun and give you a variety of position, and where we can adapt as well the repertoire, the traditional Pilates repertoire as well as the contemporary repertoire on it. The roller provide plenty of opportunity for new exercise experience to keep you working out and to keep your workout fresh and aspiring. Okay, so this is the benefits, what we can get from a workout on the foam roller. The second point here that I want to point out before starting using the foam roller is choosing a foam roller. How do we choose a foam roller? So The standard fomroller is 36 inches long and 6 inches in diameter. So that's what we'll be using today. So next point here is would be choosing how to choose. The other fomroller option includes, we have different type and different firmness. The extra soft roller, good for sensitive students while allowing the full range of exercise to be performed. Okay. It's not too hard, quite soft. So if the back is quite sensitive, this is the roller you can use. Okay. Then we have the white roller, provide a firmer texture to increase pressure while release work and great balance. Tend to be break down over time. So it's not as strong. Okay. Then we have the black fomroller, which is quite strong, a very firm, long-lasting roller for students who want a more intense experience. Okay. Then we will have inflatable roller that I don't have here, but it can be used by great for students who are sensitive to pressure on their spine, sacrum, who want a roller to travel, for example. So you can inflate it, deflate it. Can be too soft to perform some exercises. Okay. So we also have the half roller, which gives you a more stable, provide a safe surface for students who exercise can be used for beginner because it will be stable. Okay, so this is all the different roller that we can use in a class, depending of your client, depending of the firmness that you want, and what the type of workout that you want as well. Okay, then the next point I want to talk about is safety. So the fomroller is generally a very safe piece of exercise equipment, but you should be careful, be aware of the following precaution when practicing with the fomroller or teaching students how to use it. Spine sensitivity. Some people may find the roller too uncomfortable to lie on because their spine is sensitive to pressure. Massage can be contraindicated for people who can get blood clots, who have a problem with circulation disorder, cancer, or other disease. As any new workout, if you have serious medical condition, please advise your teacher or ask your client if they have any issues with that. Osteoporosis, of course, any exercise performed lying on the spine on the fomroller is not generally recommended for people who has osteoporosis because the spine can be fragile, and so this population need to consult with their medical practitioner. Spinal injury, people with acute spinal injury to the neck or the lower back often are too unstable to use the roller. Consult also your medical practitioner to get a clear yes or no workouts guideline. Okay. So this is globally what I wanted to talk about before we start. I start playing on the rollers. So be careful. Take note if you want. Follow me if you want. But take care of your body. Thank you, and see you in a bit in safety and mobility of the scapula. Okay. So here I'm going to start sitting tall, feet planted on the floor. I'm going to inhale and exhale. I'm going to just roll down and place my spine onto the water. So again, like I was saying, your back should be on the water, the pelvis should be on it, and your head as well. Okay? So here, just going to do some breathing exercise here, because you're going to feel my sacrum, my back, and my head on the water. So I'm going to inhale, fill my lungs up, and exhale, empty, then let the back sink onto the water. Inhale, and exhale, feel. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Nice. Then we're going to start working on scapular stability and mobility. So just going to extend my arms to the ceiling. My feet are firmly planted on the floor. And just going to let my shoulder blades slide out. It's like I want to touch the ceiling with my fingers, and down. And lift it up and down. So here I'm trying to let my shoulder blades slide out and in. So wrap my shoulder blades around the water, and I have the feedback of the water, so I know if my shoulder blades are moving or not. Okay, so it's a nice way to mobilize the shoulder blades here. Yeah. So then I'm gonna go into arm elevation, so extension and flexion of the shoulders here. Again, I have the feedback on that water, and I know that my shoulder blades are staying stable. Okay, so I could do it on the floor as well, but because I'm on an unstable surface, it helps. It helps tremendously with the proprioception. Okay, so we go into opposite arms and alternate the arms. Again, we're working here on shoulder mobility. I'm lifting off the floor, so this is much easier than lying down on the floor. So I can go a little bit further out in order to stretch the front of the shoulder here. So we're going to go into circular motion. So again, we're still working on that shoulder mobility, and find the flexibility, find the length, and find the mobility of the shoulders. Again, be careful if you have any shoulder injuries. Okay, I can go a little bit further or less big in my circle in order to keep those shoulders quite stable. Okay, so here working on shoulder mobility. So we have also what we can do also is to find this mobility in the shoulders. I can place my forearms here, the back long, and I'll go into sternum drop. So the water helps me keep those shoulders quite stable and anchored. My arms are anchored under the water. Okay. So then I can go into scapular mobility here as well. So as you can see, I have a lot of options regarding mobility and stability of the shoulders. I can go into this rotation as well, so that palm facing up and palm facing down. Palm facing up, palm facing down, palm facing up, palm facing down, up, and I'm working the shoulder blades. So some stretch here. I can go into some stretch of the upper back. Yeah. Then I want to work on pelvic stability, and lumbopelvic stability. So here again, we have the water under the spine. We have the spine placed on the water. And we're going to start on pelvic stability. So just engage the abdominals and let the right leg float up and place it down. And the left and place it down. So here, the idea is to try to keep the pelvis as stable as possible. Okay, so this exercise, we know it. It's nothing, it's not a big deal. The only problem is that we are on the water. So the water is going to add some instability. So the water is unstable. So I'm going to have to work a little bit harder than when I'm lying on the ground in order to keep the water stable and my torso stable as well, my pelvis stable. Okay, so inhale and exhale. I'm using my forearms in order to keep the water as stable as possible without grabbing onto my shoulder muscles. And go down, both, and lift up. And go down, and lift up. And go down. All right, so as you can see, it's quite challenging to keep that water stable. So then we go into lumbopelvic stability, so opposite arm leg. So it's the opposite arm leg that we do on the ground, okay, that we know as the pre-Pilates exercise. The only thing is that we're going to do it here on the water. So I'm going to challenge my balance, keep my core as stable as possible. Yeah. 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 Extend it. Go to down with the arms and flex up, flex down, and front to lift. Flex down. Again, the challenge here is to keep the entire torso stable and to keep the pelvis stable. Place it down, extend the leg, the arms, flex to go down, point to come up, flex to go down, point to come up, flex to go down, point to come up, bend, come back in, and up, okay? So the other thing here is that I can try to challenge myself, and now I have less contact with the floor, and return. Take the time, reach the arm back, and come back. Take your time, reach the arm back, and come back. Okay. All right. Open. Keep the arms there. And up. But again, I'm working on pelvic stability, torso stability, proprioception. So I'm choosing to keep my arms sideways, but I could place my arms down on the floor for more stability. But if you want to challenge yourself, why not? Then I can use as I come up and down. Use the arm up as I come up. And as you can see, I have a side who's a little bit weaker than the other. This one is good. And this one is not so good. So I need to work on that side. That's my hip surgery side. So that's why it's quite different than the left one. So as you can see, we have, you can really use the roller to challenge the body. All the exercises that you can do, you have on the rep or on the pre-Pilates rep on the mat, you can do it on the roller. Some of them can be easier and some of them can be harder because we have the instability. So choose your level and play with it to see what you can do and what you cannot do, not able to do yet. Okay. So then we're going to work on abdominal strength. So the next chapter is abdominal strength. So what can we do here for the abdominals? First of all, what I want to do is to start working on that lower abdominal strengthening here, but I'm adding some spine mobility as well. Okay, and here, what you want to do is try to really keep both feet anchored on the floor and use your adductors, because what's happened is that if you let the knees fall out, you're going to lose the connection of the adductors and the center. So you place it down. Then here, I'm going to do my 100 prep, my head lift, press it up, and lower it down slowly. Exhale and lift, and lower down. Exhale and lift, lower down. Exhale and lift, lower down. So now I can try to challenge myself, and as I lift the torso, I place it down and press. I can place my feet on the floor. The idea here is to activate the core, preparing my hundreds, and press, and up, and press, and up, and press, and up. Okay? Good. So this is a kind of a warm-up that I do to warm up the body before, could be before the 100, for example. Then I want to move on to spine articulation. Okay, so what type of spine articulation we can do on the water? I did the half fall down. Okay, and the half fall up. So it's your beginning, the starting of your roll up. Okay, it's your modification of your roll up here. All right. So then we can go into the roll up with legs straight. A little bit more difficult here because the spine may not be straight, and if it's not straight, it might be a bit difficult to go up and down. So the idea is to really articulate your spine one vertebra at a time. And one vertebra at a time. Down. And press. Scoop it up. And down. Okay. So then, in terms of spine articulation, we also have our bridging with the spine on the water. So the arms can be down on the floor or can be up toward the ceiling. And here, I'm going to articulate my spine one vertebra at a time. And I'm going to scoop down here. And scoop and lift. Press the pelvic bone, the big bone to the ceiling, and slowly down. And scoop and lift, and slowly down, and scoop and lift. And here I can go into opposite arm. Here. Keeping the pelvis stable and lowering down slowly and press it down. Okay, so the other option here for the roll up or the spine articulation would be the roller under your pelvis, under your ankles. And the arms coming up, press the ankle down onto the water and lift up. Scoop, lower down, and place it down. And lift, head, scoop, lower, and up. So as you can see, the roller helps you because the legs are halfway up, so roller will help you come up. It could be easier for some people or harder depending on the strength of the center, okay, of the core or the spine articulation, spine flexibility. Okay, so here for some example on spine articulation, also what we can do, great help here for the swan using the roller. Here we can go into the swan, and what's fun here is that if you don't have so much flexibility of your spine, the roller can help you come up. As you can see, I'm using the roller in order to come up in my extension, and it helps going down. Yeah. So again, one exercise that I quite love on the roller is the cat, for example. So here, using my hands here, my pelvis should be on over my knees, and just going to let the roller move forward and go into my extension, round the spine, and extension here, and round the spine to come back. So my pelvis should remain over my knees at all times, and round, and open, and round. So that was the cat. So opposite arm legs into cat-cow. It's another great one that I like here as well. We have two options. Either you keep your toes on the floor or you point the feet back strong and long and going into the cat-cow and extend it, lift. And round, drop your head, drop your tailbone and extend up. And round, scoop and extend. Okay, so then you can move around it, shift, knee to the forehead and extend. And drop your head, extend. Drop your head, extend. Drop your head. And just gonna shift the weight, extend the arm, extend the leg, place it down and release. Shift the weight, knee to the forehead, up and round and up. So as you can see, it's quite challenging because I choose the option of not putting my toes on the floor. So it's a little bit more challenging. Place it, and stretch the back. All right, so another option here for spine articulation would be the rollover. And the rollover here with the roller under the hands. So here, place my hands down, press it, up, flex, open, and move it down. Right, close it. Shift lift, up, flex, open, slowly, point, flex, reverse it, up, point, close it, and down. So the roller gives me that help that I need to go over and to come back. Okay, so if I didn't have the roller, I would have to use a little bit more of my abdominals. And here I can press my hands down onto the roller to lift my pelvis and come up. So it's a little bit easier for some clients who have a hard time going over and lifting the pelvis. Okay, so then let's move on to the plank. Okay, so what we can do with the plank here, we have options. Okay, so either we do the roller under the hands or under the ankle, depending on where we want or where we want to place it. Okay, so let's say we want to do front plank. So here I place my hands, forearms on the roller, extend, and I have my plank here. This is my front plank. So it's the same idea. So I'm gonna rotate on my side to do my side plank. Then I can do the stall, place it down, lower it here, down. So you have options here. So what here I do is I show you all the options that we have, and then we we're going to do a full class with the roller, a full hour class. So here we just have, I'm showing you the option of what you can do, what you cannot do, and how to adjust it and adapt it depending of your level and your body. Then we will have a full class with the roller, and you will see how we go from one position to the other and what we can do to make it easier or to make it harder. Okay, so the options two for the plank would be to place your hands on the mat, extend the leg, and this is my plank. Leg pull down, up, for example. So we then have leg pull up, place it. So it's quite helpful. It's quite helpful to have the roller because some people don't have the flexibility in the shoulder to go up in the leg pull up. So using the roller here can help you with the shoulder stiffness, if any. For example, a stretch. Okay, so this is my first part of my presentation. My flat back, statement in, gonna go into rounded back and extend the back. And round and extend. And round and extend. And round and extend. Bend the knees, stretch. Bend the knees, stretch. Bend the knees, stretch. Bend the knees, stretch around the spine. Place the roller down. Place yourself on your roller. Arms along, up. Round the spine to go down. And up. So, shoulder stability and mobility. Inhale up. Exhale and down. 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 Palm forward. Lift up. Exhale and lift. And up. Exhale and lift. And up. Exhale and lift. And up. Exhale and lift. Now, alternate. Exhale, come back. And up. Exhale, come back. And up. Exhale, come back. And up. Exhale, come back. We're going to go to circles. Lift up. Circle around. Along the body. Lift up. Circle around. Along the body. Lift up. Circle around. Along the body. Lift up. Circle around. Change the direction. Open up. And press. Open up. And press. Open up. And press. Open up. And press. And stretch the shoulders. But open the elbows to the side. And come back up. Exhale. Open. Inhale to come back. Exhale, open. Inhale to come back. Open. Inhale to come back. Open. Come back and place the arms down. I'm going to Fabrice stability. Lift
and down. Lift, down, lift, down, lift, down, lift, stay, and the other. Alternate. Keep the pelvis stable, keep the shoulders relaxed. Use the abdominals. And both. And come back. Both. Come back. Both. Come back. Both. Come back. Place it down. I'm going to try to warm up the abdominals. Inhale to prepare. Exhale and lift. Inhale, stay. And lower down. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, press. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, press. Inhale. Lower down. Inhale. Exhale, press. Inhale. And lower down. And press. Okay. All right. So we're going to move on to the 100. And here I choose to place the ruler under my ankles. Okay. The arms are straight toward the platform. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, press and lift. And inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 9. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 10. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower down and place up. Move on to roll up. Arms up, around. Push your heels forward. Inhale. Exhale, scoop the navel in. Place the navel down. And inhale, lift. Exhale. Push. Scoop. Inhale. And scoop down. Place it. Arms back. 2 more. Lift up. Place. Scoop. Inhale. Exhale. Lower down. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Scoop. Round it down. And place the arms down. Bring the water towards you. And we're going to move on to the bridging. So inhale to prepare. Exhale, round and scoop. Press your pelvis up to the ceiling. Keep the water stable. And round and lower, 1 vertebra at a time. Inhale. Exhale, round and lift. Inhale. And scoop and lower down. Place it down. Inhale. And round and lift. Stay there. Gonna push the water and go into your heels. Bring it back on the and heels and middle. Heels and middle. Heels, the pelvis stays stable. Stay and round the spine to come down. Extend both legs. Bring the right legs to you. Place your hands behind the right and extend the legs and extend the lower leg and extend the lower leg, and bend, extend the lower leg, and stay. Arms down. Let's go into leg circle. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Press your left leg down into the water. Up. Inhale, exhale, challenge. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, up. Inhale, exhale, stay. Grab the leg, lift your head, press, 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 press. Lower down, change side. Bring the left legs to you. Grab it. Relax the shoulders and extend. And bend. Extend. And bend. Extend. And bend. Extend. And then extend. Place the arms down to circles and up. In, exhale, in, exhale, in, exhale, challenge. Inhale. Press the left right leg down to the water and up. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Grab the left leg, press it to you, lift the head, stretch, 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 lower down, and bring both knees to your chest, and stretch your back. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Good. All right, let's move on to rolling like a ball into abdominal series. Okay, so I'm gonna place my water here. Up and stay. Inhale. Stay. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Exhale. And stay. And extend the left leg, bend the right, round the spine, and let's go into the first series. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bend, extend. 2, extend. 3, extend. 4, extend. 5, stay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and lower down, lift, lower down, lift, lower down, lift, lower down, lift, crisscross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and place the legs down, place the water on the thigh, place your hand on the water, lift your head, round the spine, and stretch. And move on. And round and stretch. Over. Round and stretch. Roll back up. Round and stretch. Roll back up. Let's go into the saw. Place the right hand over the left knee. Open the left. Let the water roll forward. Stretch your back. Roll back up. place the left, open the right, and let the water roll forward. Come back, place it, open it, round over, and back. Place it, open the right, round over, and return. And back. All right, let's go into the rollover. So again, gonna place, let's go into the bicycle and so placing my sacrum onto the water, placing my hands on the water for the stability, and let's go into scissors, 1 and 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, release down, 2, 6, 2, 7, 2, 8, 2, bicycle, up, down. So split the leg, keep the pelvis stable, articulate the knees, ankle, and the hip, reverse it, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Come back up. Going to the rollover. So from here, I'm going to transition to lift my pelvis, move my water away, flex it, open, lower the back down, point, and close, and lift, up, flex, open, lower, lower, point, close, and lift, up, flex, open, lower, 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 reverse it, lift, up, close, down, way down, open, flex, lift, up, point, close, lower, last one, up, lift, point, close, and lower down, and breathe up, and breathe. Okay. All right, so next, I want to do the side leg series, and I'm going to do it a little bit different than what we know. So I'm going to place my forearms on the mat. The standing leg is turned out, the walking leg is parallel. Lift up and down, lift, down, lift, down, lift, down, lift, stay, circle it. 2, 3, 4, 5, enjoy it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, kick, 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 point it back, kick, kick, back, kick, kick, back, kick, kick, open it, stretch both ways, stretch, 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 come back up, lift it, stay, stay, lower, lower, lift, up, stay, 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 lower, lower, lift, up, stay, stay. My left side, push off the floor, and I'm gonna lift the leg up and down. Keep pressing that standing leg down, the standing foot on the floor, and keep reaching the top of the crown of the head to the opposite position. Let's go into circles. Keep moving and breathing smoothly. Try not to move the torso, and let's change the direction
Keep the torso stable. And let's kick it forward and back. And kick, back. Kick, back. Kick, back. Last one. Kick, and back. Come back center. Lift the bottom leg. Lower down. Lift up. Scoop, and down. Lift up and relax down. Nice. All right, so I usually go into some swan here, and we're gonna do some swan dive. So we're gonna do 4 swan simple, swan, and then we're gonna go into your swan dive. So head on the floor, pull your navel in, exhale, let your shoulder blades down, reach the crown of your head up toward the ceiling, stretch and lower down, and forehead to the floor. Inhale, shoulders down, lift. Keep using those abdominals not to go into your lower back, and reach out, lower down, and reach, lift up, and lower down. This will be the last one before you go into your swan dive. Shoulder blades down, reach the top of your head up to the ceiling, and let's go into our swan dive. Keep the shape throughout the exercise and roll it down. Place your hands beside your shoulders and reach, stretch to your child pose and relax down. All right, so so then let's move on to some side bananas into teaser. So here it's quite fun, advanced. So again, be careful here because this is quite an advanced exercise. So I'm gonna start on my right side. I'm gonna start with the side leg banana. So I'm just gonna lift my torso up, legs up. I'm gonna press my hands onto the roller. Make sure the roller stay close to you. Release that arm. Circle the arm back. Place your hands onto the roller. Lower the lower back down and rotate to find your side banana back and then down. One more time. And press, lift, rotate, and place the roller not too far from you. Extend, teaser, circle the arm, place your hands onto your roller. Make sure the lower back goes down first, then rotate and return to your side. All right, let's do this on the other side. We always need both sides. So, all right, so on my left side here, so I'm starting in front of my mat because I'm going backwards. So I'll have some space on my mat to do my teaser. Here, starting position, and go up into my side leg bananas, rotate to place my roller close to me, extend both arms, circle the arms, place your hands down, return the lower back down, and return to the side. Inhale to prepare, exhale to lift, rotate, place the buttocks down, up, extend the other arms, circle it down, let the lower back go down to the floor, then rotate and slowly go down. All right. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so next, I usually, to release the back a little bit after that, I usually do the cat. So we did do the cat for the pre-Pilates. So here I'm gonna do the single arm cat. So I'm gonna place one hand on the roller, the other arm's behind my back, and just gonna let the roller roll forward and rotate my back to the side, drop the head forward, round to come back up and return. Go back to the extension, rotate. So extension and rotation. Go back to your flexion one more time and rotate, reach out and drop your head forward and return to the other side. I'm just going to do it on this side so you see the back moving. So I'm going to reach out, rotate, drop your head and return around it back and extend the back. Reach, 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 reach. Drop your head round and rotate, reach, 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 and return and slow it down. All right, so we move on to some strength, upper body strength. So we'll do leg pull up, leg pull down, and then we'll do knee stretches. So leg pull up, so hands behind, the ankles over the roller. Inhale to prepare, exhale, press the pelvis up, reach up, stay there. Right leg up, down, and left. Do not let the pelvis drop down, right. Down, left, down, inhale to prepare, exhale, lower down, and return. Good. Now we move on to leg pull down. So hands directly under my shoulders. I'm gonna place my feet on the water. I'm gonna lift my knees up, extend my legs, and keep my shape. 1, 2, 3, nothing moves except the leg. 1, 2, 3, down. 1, 2, 3, down. 1, 2, 3, down. 1, 2, 3, down. Lower the knees, stretch the back, child pose, stretch the shoulders, and breathe. Good. And round back. All right, so then we'll go into knee stretches. So we'll do flat back, round back today. So your hands under the shoulders, back long, head along your body, and go into the flat back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Lower down and move the back a little bit. Move the head, neck, and let's move on to round back. So same starting position, lift the knees up, round the spine, keep the back rounded, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Lower down and stretch, 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 stretch the front of the shoulders and return. Nicely done. Okay, so one more series to finish the upper body strength and the strength part of our workout. The side bend. Okay, side bend can be challenging, so we have options here. You can either do it on your forearms or on your hands. Knowing that on your hands will be difficult, so take care of yourself. Options on your hands. Option B on your forearms here. Okay, so I will take it on the forearms on this side, and I'll do it on the hands on the other side. So you see both, and you get to work both sides and both ways. So inhale to prepare, exhale, press, find the plank. And I'm gonna let the roller roll, and I'm gonna let the roller roll down. And lift, exhale, down. And lift, exhale, down. Keep it up. There, go into your star place it down, and return. Okay, let's change side, and here I'm going to show it to you on the hands. So you see both way to do it. So again, challenging here, and I didn't choose my good side, so I will do. We here, lower down and lift. Lower down. Watch out for that left shoulder. Keep it down. Low down. Again, challenging, challenging, challenging on that left side for me, and return and place it and lower down. It's challenging. It's very challenging. So, and I didn't choose my good side. This is my weaker side, my left side. So, but you get an idea of what we can do, the fun stuff that we can do with that water. So, we gonna go into, just to release the back a little bit, just gonna do the boomerang, just to finish that section of our workout before we move on into myofascial release, and will be the end of our sections here. So, boomerang, and here, just a fun way to do the boomerang if you are able to do it. There's a little bit change. We don't have the whole choreography of the arms because we holding the water in our hands. So here, starting back tall, inhale, exhale, round, and go back. Open, close. Return slowly. Find your teaser here. Lift the arm up. Bend it. Extend it. Lower the legs down. Reach forward. Round to come back up. And start again. Round it. Go back. Roll over. Open, close. Round the spine to return into your teaser. Up. Bend it. Up. Close. Lift. Reach forward. And round it. And that's it. Fun. Quite fun. I like this one. All right. So to finish our section here, the push-ups is next. And what I'll do is to place my hands on my roller. The hands should be under the shoulders. The challenging part here is that I have to keep my roller stable. It cannot roll. So my back long, bend the knee, bend the elbow, sorry, stretch, bend, stretch, bend, stretch, bend, stretch. Place the arms down, the knees down, and let's do a second version of our push-ups. So the toes will be on the water. Challenging here as well because I have to keep the roller stable, and down, lift, down, lift, down, lift, down, lift, lower the knees, stretch, and release, and go back. Yes. And the last section of our workshop here will be myofascial release. So give me a second and I'll find you again in a second with our myofascial release. All right, part 3, myofascial release. So we'll do a few positions here. I'll start with the buttocks. Then we'll move on to the TFL, the tensor fascia lata, and the abductors. And we'll do the quads, vastus internus, vastus lateralis, and medialis. Then we'll do hamstring, calves. Then we'll move on to the back, and we'll finish with the neck. And we'll go into the side as well while we do the back. Okay, so let's start with the buttocks. So I'm going to place my right buttocks on the water. I'm going to cross my right ankle over the left. And here I'm just going to massage my right buttocks. So take care. If you feel that there's a tingling going down the foot, that means you're compressing the nerves, so please stop and take care of your body. Listen to your body. Try not to push it too much. And if you feel like the roller you have is too heavy, is too hard, feel free to change and take another one, a softer one. So buttocks here, breathe, moving forward and back, careful, keeping that shoulder down as well. We are working the upper body as well because I'm having weight on my hands. So we're gonna stay on the right side and we're gonna move on to the tension fasciae lata on that side. So we have two options here. Either you keep the top leg down, the top foot down, so less weight on the working leg, or you extend both legs. If you extend both legs, you have the whole weight of the body on the side and it can be a little bit more painful. So again, take care, listen to your body and massage that side, breathe and forward and back and breathe. Nice. So we'll stay on the right side. So I like to do all the right side first, then moving on to the left. So what I'm placing here is a junction between my arm and my back. So where the lat is joining the arm, and basically I'm going to massage this area. So it can be quite painful because it's very tender. It's just muscles. So it can be quite tender and painful. So again, take care of yourself. Try not to push the body too much, especially if you're not used to doing massage on the water. So take it slow and easy. Again, breathe in and out. Try to release that tension, if tension you have in this area, and that would be it. And then we're going to start the whole thing on the left side. So I'm going to place my left buttocks, glutes on the roller, cross my left ankle, keep that left shoulder down and massage this side. My left bezel, strangely, my left buttocks, it's much tender and hard than my right. I would assume that my right would be because that's my, but it kind of makes sense because of the surgery, the hip surgery on the right side. So I kind of compensated on the left. Less now, but I still a little bit from time to time when the left hip is tired. And remember to breathe. No tingling sensation going down the foot. If it's the case, move on to the next area. All right, so we're gonna move on to the transverse fasciae lata. So side, again, you have options. You can keep the top foot down or extend it. Remember, we wanna use this muscle. We don't wanna let the torso collapse. So be mindful of that and work efficiently. We don't want to do too much overwork that doesn't serve us. So again, some safety tip here. Try not to go over the articulation. So here, I'm not going over my knee. So I'm staying on the lateral side, lateral face of my thigh, okay? So do not go onto the knees, please do not. Nice. Okay, and let's do the lats on the left side. Again, placing not under the armpit, behind the armpit on the roller. And here, massage this junction between the lats and the humerus. Again, it can be quite painful because it's just muscles here and quite a big muscles because the lats is quite big. So take care, don't push it too much. All right. Okay. All right. So we're going to move on to the hamstring and calf. So here, what I usually do, nice way to, it's much harder to cross the leg. You can do both calf at the same time. Nice. It's not too painful. Or you can cross one leg and you have the whole weight of the legs over the roller, so it's a little bit more painful for the calves. But again, if it hurts, I mean, you need it, so go ahead. So I'm on my hands here, so keeping my shoulders down, try not to let the shoulders go up toward the ears. And change the calves the other side. Ah, lovely. It hurts, but it's a good thing. Makes you feel good. So then move on to the quads. So again, we're gonna start lying on the water. Be careful, do not go on over your knees. Stay on the thigh. So I'm placing my water about halfway in the middle. And here I'm just going to go forward and back. So we're gonna work on the middle of the thighs. So the anterior facet of the thigh. And so far, so good. Okay. So I can feel it as I go down toward my knee, but I'm not going over my knee, just going down. The closer I get, the more painful it will get. So here, I'm going to turn my legs in external rotation. So my toes are pointing out. And I'm going to work the medialis, vastus medialis. So the inside of your thighs or the inside portion of the quads. This is a little bit more painful because we don't use that one much. We don't massage that one much, and it works a lot. Here, be careful again, shoulders down, navel in, because you face the floor. You might have to use that abs a little bit more, not to go into your lower back. Then I'm going to rotate my leg inward. So I'm in the vastus lateralis. And this is a little bit painful as well. So I'm breathing, putting some oxygen to the muscles. Nice. Okay. And next will be the back. So again, take care of yourself. If you feel the water is too strong, it's too hard, feel free to grab another one if you do have. Placing my back on the water, hands behind my head, my feet are planted on the floor. I'm gonna press and lift my pelvis up. I'm gonna scoop my abdominal in to protect my lower back. And here I'm gonna use my feet to roll onto my back. So I try not to go into my lower back. Okay, I'm staying upper back, middle, down to the ribcage and up. It's quite complicated to go into the lower back because it can be painful and it's risky. So try not to do it. Stay in the upper back. And I think we have a lot of work here because that's where we have the tension, usually upper middle. So take some time here, breathe. If you feel like there's tension, stay on it. Do small movement. Massage the back as you go forward and back. Remember to keep those navel in, protect lower back as you release the upper. Okay, and last but not least, I like to finish with some neck releasing. So basically, I'm placing the back of my head onto, or the top of my neck onto the water. And just imagine that you have a pencil attached to the tip of your nose, and you're trying to trace a line, a straight horizontal line from left to right, from right to left. Trying to keep the weight of your head onto the water, so don't hold the head with the neck muscles because that's what you're trying to release. So just breathe and let the gravity do the rest. Then nose to the ceiling. So same thing, but here I'm going to trace that vertical line from up to down, keeping the head on the water with the less muscle use as possible from the neck. And last one, circular movement. So again, that pencil, with that pencil, you're going to trace a circle, design a circle into space, releasing the neck muscles. Keep breathing in and out deeply, and the other side. And come back center. So to get out of this, after all this nice, beautiful work, just want to go back, rotate to one side, using one hand to push yourself off the floor and sit try not to do any sudden movement because you're trying to keep the benefits of what you just did. So by moving as slowly as possible. So it's been a pleasure. I hope this will serve you. I hope that'll help you in the discovery of the math work and how we can use the fomroller in our workout. It can be partial, it can be the whole class. You don't have to use it the whole time. You can use it for some exercise. You can use it at the end of class for some myofascial release, or you can use it for the entire class. This is your choice. I give you the tools. I gave you the tool to be as helpful as you can with your client or with yourself. So again, thank you for joining me today in from Lyon, France, and thank you again, Iman. Thank you for the Pilates World Confederation for this invitation, and I hope to see you again and to work again with you very soon. Thank you and have a lovely